Hey,
Hey.
we should talk.
Yeah, we really need to.
I have a plan to stop the power registry.
That's what you want to talk about?
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so, the vote happens Thursday night. The plan is to show up on the scene and make them do what we want.
Okay. One thing. Well, several things. First, there will be a lot of guards. Remember those? Probably specifically armed against powered villains.
That's why we'll have you disguise yourself as a board member. I make my way inside disguised as a janitor or something and make my way over right after my 5 o'clock class. I'll wait there until the meeting starts and you give me the single.
Okay. Well, theoretically, that might work. But also, what do you mean by make them do what we want?
Just whatever it takes.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, okay, not actually whatever it takes. Just whatever it takes to scare them. Get them to sign a contract or something so that they won't ever require a registry of powers at Maverick.
I mean, I guess?
Hey, we can probably put some other things in there too, like more money for scholarship funds, protection for power students.
There's no way in hell they're gonna agree to all of that. No matter how much we scare them. And speaking of, phrases like whatever it takes scare me. We need to remember the boundaries we set when we first started. Obviously, no torture or anything.
Scarlett, we have to protect the rights of powered people. For us and for those who come after us.
Yeah, see, I didn't hear a no on the torture thing. I need a no on the torture. Or threatening families. Can I get a no on that one too?
Scarlett, we have to be serious about this.
Believe me, I'm being perfectly serious.
You have to agree with me. The life of one innocent kid who can fly sometimes is worth the lives of all those greedy, heartless bastards in that boardroom, and you know it.
You?
What?
You sound like Black Cat.
Well, you and I were friends for a reason, I guess. We've talked about before how much we hate the school board. They never do enough. You agree.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about torturing them.
Hey, you're the one who said torture, not me.
Where have you been?
What do you mean?
I've barely seen you all week. You haven't been home.
I've been out.
Where?
In the lab, mostly.
Doing what?
Lab things.
Ether.
Fine. I've been developing an acid.
A what?
It takes more than an hour to do any permanent damage, and more than half of that for it to start to even really hurt.
Yeah, that's more than long enough for the police to show up.
Ophelia's gonna handle them.
I'm sorry?
She'll pretend she saw something awful happening across town. We'll be sneaking in, and the cell service inside that building's terrible anyway.
Wait, are you going to ask Ophelia to fake a terrorist attack or something?
I don't know, maybe. She could also just call in an anonymous bomb threat. They have to take those seriously.
I think that's really serious.
Scarlett, just... Can you please just grow up and face reality for 2 seconds?
I'm going for a walk.
You say that you can't leave because this is our home and our fight and everyone we care about is here, but you don't want to do anything to protect them. What's the point in risking our necks if we're not even going to do anything?
Okay, fine. Let's talk about a plan.
Julius, run the plan through with me one more time.
Relax, Drogon. Everything's gonna go fine. We go in, you breathe, people scream, and we get what we want.
No, we have to be careful about this. This can't just be a show of arms like the first time at the gala.
It can't?
No, that goes against our whole message. My sister's still complaining to me about what a mess that gala made with the press.
Lightning's still angry about that? That was months ago.
I mean, making sure that everything's good with the press is kind of her job. I think we should go in back and rely on intimidation if we run into any security.
You really want us to rely on just intimidation?
It'll work. Just, my fire's a last resort.
Are you saying that because you don't want to use your power, or because you don't want violence?
Either. Both. Just, no, Julius.
Perfectly reasonable. Sneaking in is a much better idea, anyways.
Yeah, and besides, everyone's safer this way.
Are you scared, Drogon?
No.
Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
It's not me I'm worried about.
Don't worry, Caleb. I can handle myself. I'm kind of a superhero, remember?
More like a super nerd.
Oh, you're one to call me a nerd.
Just promise me you'll be careful.
We've done stuff worse than this before and come out okay every time.
I know, just never mind.
No. What is it? I mean, did you see something?
I have a bad feeling.
We're gonna be just fine.
I don't want to lose you.
Yeah, I know. We can't have a revolution without the rallying voice, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay. Well, you have to be careful, too. We can't have our best fire breather getting caught in a nasty scuffle or getting lost on the way to the conference room.
Our best fire breather. Huh. More like only.
Yeah. Means you automatically qualify. That and, I don't really know what I would do without you around, so...
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you're my best friend. And shit.
Right.
I care about you a lot, Caleb.
I care about you too, Julius.
Like, when I say I don't know what I would do without you, I mean that you're smart and you're driven and you're powerful, and I just...
We should probably talk about this later, right?
Yes, later, when we're not about to hold up a bunch of people.
Except for no violence, unless necessary, right?
Of course. We'll talk more when we're home.
Yeah, just let's make sure we both get home.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I'd like to first of all apologize for my voice. I had a bit of a crazy weekend in Aruba. You know how it is. Now, our first order of business today is the vote to establish a registry of powers among students. I'm sure you're all anxious to get the actions underway, especially before some supervillains jump out from the shadows and hold you accountable for your prejudice, but well...
Too late. The smoke you see is a chemical compound of my own design. Be calm. Fine. For now.
In about 20 minutes, your skin will start to tingle.
And about 10 minutes after that, you might notice boils and burns on your skin. Don't worry, they'll heal, provided you get treatment within an hour of their appearance.
Don't worry, though. We're reasonable people. You have options.
Papers I'm handing you are contracts. Treaties, if you will. They include a list of demands, and none of you are leaving here until they're signed. Well, at least, you won't be leaving here in time.
These demands include, but are not limited to, the guaranteed safety for all students at Maverick, powers or not. There will be no creation of a registry, and any motions you put forth that are shown to target people with powers will make us, unhappy.
In addition, you will find plans to increase financial aid funding, as outlined in Section 3A. Failure to comply with the tenets of this contract will result in...
Evening, gentlefolk and pigs of the board. Sorry to interrupt your nice little... Ace? Hearts? What are you doing here?
We're stopping the vote, obviously. What are you doing here?
Coincidentally, the same thing.
Well, this simplifies things, right? On the same side, working against a common enemy.
Drogon, we can't trust them. They'll find a way to turn on us, and that I can promise you.
They have no reason to. We're on the same side here.
Look, that's never stopped them before. Get them out of here, Drogon.
We're not leaving. This is our fight, too.
Black Hat, we agreed that violence was a last resort.
These are extreme circumstances.
There's literally no issue here, Black Hat. In fact, this is better than expected.
Man makes a good point, Black Hat. You should listen to him.
The point here, members of the board, is that you have 4 angry and powerful supervillains here who would gladly leave you to your bad decisions and cloud of poisonous gas.
Wait, you're telling me we're surrounded by poison?
No one asked you to come. You'll...
Ace!
Let them go.
Not a word from you, Hearts, or the knife goes right through.
Whoa, Black Hat, when did you...
Well, Ace, you certainly move a lot faster than I remember.
Quick to the draw. Now, drop the knife and let Hearts go, and then I'll do the same.
Nice try, Ace. The last time I trusted you not to stab someone in the back, it did not go so well.
I'm more careful with knives that aren't metaphorical.
When did you even start carrying a knife? That's pretty new for you.
I'm a female on a college campus. It's not that new. I've just never run into a big enough asshole until today. When'd you get yours?
Me? I picked it up over the summer. My power isn't exactly combative, as you know, so I kinda had to compensate.
You've had that how long?
Drogon, don't worry about that right now. Worry about the knife at your fucking neck. Listen, Ace, this is not going to go very well for you until you let him go.
Aren't you the one who's supposed to be a hero? You first.
Yeah, a hero that stops villains like you and Hearts here. You continue to misunderstand the intentions of the Legion, and if you continue to do this...
Hey, that hurts, asshole!
Black Hat, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what, Ace. I'll drop my knife first.
No. You let her go, or you lose your plucky sidekick here.
Fine. I'll let Hearts go first, but then you two will vacate the area immediately. The board and I will renegotiate the terms of your contracts, which will be enforced by the great powers of the Legion.
That is a terrible deal, especially when I hold an equal amount of power here.
But you still hold on to your precious secret identity, which I could release right now to all these beautiful, fine people.
And we would be gone before they could find a decent cell signal. How about, instead,
Need I remind you that there is a knife to your beloved partner's throat.
Okay, deal. Let her go.
And that was the show, gentlefolk of the board. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I, for one, loved the part where my very attractive neck remained intact. But would the show be complete without a dramatic exit? Coming, Ace?
Here's your boy toy back. Don't forget about the acid floating around your heads. You want him to stay pretty, don't you?
I'm gonna win one of these days. I want you to know that.
Goodbye, everyone. I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
How could you be so stupid?
How could I? How could you?
Okay, I'm not the one who decided to storm the board meeting, throw out an untested acid bomb.
It was tested.
Antagonize Black Hat in front of the entire board, hold Drogon at knife point.
Well, that's because Black Hat...
Okay, and then leave Black Hat to negotiate the terms of our contract while we jumped out a window?
Somebody had to do something about the vote, and it's not exactly like we knew Black Hat would be there. Besides, none of this would have happened if we just skipped town when I said.
Oh my god, what is it with you and leaving?
Oh my god, how do you still not get it? It's dangerous, Scarlet. Black Hat was holding a knife to your throat not an hour ago, and you're asking what's up with me wanting to leave?
You held Drogon at knife point? Even if you hadn't made that deal, I could have escaped the second Black Hat got distracted.
You don't know that,
They
Scarlet.
aren't stronger than us, Ether. There was no difference between their situation and ours. We just gave in first.
The difference is that Black Hat would have killed you, and that I wouldn't have killed Drogon.
I'm not sure about that.
Which part?
Honestly? Both.
What do you mean you've had that knife since summer?
It's not like I've used it until today.
No, but you were carrying it. You knew we were just going to the board meeting that I'd asked you to minimize violence, but you still had it on you.
What? Ace of Hearts was there. It's not...
But you didn't know they would be. Did you learn nothing from the backlash to the Gala raid? Minimal violence on our end is the only way to garner a public reputation that will allow us any platform or agency.
I don't see the big deal, Drogon. How is this any different than your fire breath?
It's vastly different, Black Hat. You know that. I didn't choose this power. You chose to come disarmed.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you. You're my teammate, and I mean, more than that, you're my closest friend, and I really should have told you. Are we okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Then let's focus on the positives. The registry is off. We foiled Ace of Hearts yet again, and made sure that the school couldn't publish anything against the Legion. And best of all, we found the Ace of Hearts' weakness.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening. Ace of Hearts is written and produced by Sarah Leah and Shelby MC, who voiced Scarlet and Ether respectively. Black Hat is voiced by Lucas Smith. Drogon is voiced by Asher Augustine. You can find us at aceofhearts-official on Tumblr or aceofheartspod on Twitter. Our email is emailaceofhearts@gmail.com. Remember to share us with your friends because that's how we can keep making this show. And thank you all for being such Ace listeners.